On today's episode, we are going to take a quick look at Pinterest. It is down about 20% pre-market, and this is after the company reported earnings yesterday after the market closed. So the main reason, I'm pretty sure all of you guys have heard about it, is the decrease in monthly active users. But is this the proper metric to look at when looking at Pinterest? Let's get started. So in today's episode, we are going to take a quick look at three things for Pinterest. First, the financials, a quick look at the financials. Second, we're going to take a quick look at the monthly active users and why it dropped, and is this the most important metric? And finally, we're going to take a quick look at how this company is expected to grow in the future. So right now in financials, revenue grew 125% compared to the same time last year. Globally, revenue internationally grew 227%. United States, it grew 107%. So strong growth in revenue compared to the same time last quarter. I do want to say though, it is important to remember that quarter two of 2020, I want to say is probably the biggest quarter impacted due to COVID, mainly in the advertisement business. This is when a lot of businesses were kind of like halting advertisement because they wanted to see what was happening at the moment. But still, regardless, it is growth just compared to to last quarter. So crazy revenue growth. Next, we want to take a quick look at average revenue per user. And I think this is probably a little bit more important right now. This is how much money they get from the users that they have. And we can see in total, they are up 89% here in revenue per user, over 103% from United States, and over 163% internationally. So that's insane. Right now, in quarter two of 2021, they made about $5.08 per user, where compared to same time last year was $2.50. And this is super impressive because usually the only time, and we can see quarter four of 2020, this is holiday season. During the holiday seasons, the average revenue per user is a lot higher, and it's $5.94. The reason is all these companies are advertisement at one time, so there's a huge demand for advertisement spots, but there's only limited spots, so it causes prices to go up. So for prices for quarter two of 2021, this is right. Quarter two is not much. I'm guessing now there's a lot of like travel stuff. For it to be up that much, almost as close as quarter four, I think that's super impressive. And let me say, I do not have any shares of Pinterest at the moment. I have no intentions on buying, but I try to look at everything through an unbiased eyes to some support. So like I said, we're going to take a quick look at the good. We're also going to take a quick look at the bad. So average revenue per user is definitely good. We can also see this company is, compared to the same time last year, adjusted EBITDA profitable. These numbers are looking pretty strong. Margins are at 29%. So overall financials look good for Pinterest, right? If it was purely on a financial play, I don't think the sell-off would have happened. And the final thing about financials is guidance. The company did mention for quarter three revenue, they expect a low 40% year-over-year growth. And I do think this is actually pretty impressive. Remember, I mentioned quarter two of last year was the one that was heavily impacted due to COVID. So of course we saw 125% year-over-year growth. Quarter three, things started to pick up. Quarter four were pretty much almost normal in form of advertisement, maybe even more. But for quarter three, that last year was back to normal to some extent. For Pinterest to be able to see 40% increase, that's, in my opinion, super strong. They also talk a little bit about how their monthly active users are looking as of July 27th. And I think this is a perfect segment of the next topic we want to talk about, and that's monthly active users. But before we go there, guys, let's take a quick listen to today's sponsor. A great reason why I'm able to provide so much content to you guys for free. Also, make sure to check out the pinned comment. There is a lot of great information there. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the Stock Advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video. So jumping into monthly active users, what is scary and why is the stock price dropping over 20%? I'm pretty sure this is the thing hitting headlines from all these types of articles like, hey, this is the most important metric for companies. And maybe it is, right? And monthly active users is definitely important for something like Pinterest because, right, this is more of an advertisement business, right? This is the more eyes you get in theory, the more revenue you get from the advertising, right? The more chances you get of making more money. So if you see a decrease in monthly active users, and there was a decrease compared to last quarter. Last quarter, Pinterest had about 478 million active users. Now it has 454. So in just a matter of 3 months, it lost about 24 million users, both internationally and both in United States. And if you are currently a shareholder of Pinterest, you might have taken a read of the shareholder letter. We're definitely going to take a quick look at that, but let me just show the overall highlights right now. So right now it is up, even though it's down quarter to quarter, it is up about 9% year over year, mainly driven by international growth. And unfortunately, international growth is not a big segment in monthly active users. In average revenue per users, I want to say, right? International makes a little bit of money. United States was actually down 5%, and that's where most of the revenue comes. So no wonder investors are a bit freaked out. Pinterest does share some information. First, let's take a quick look at the guidance. They do say that as of July 27th of 2021, monthly active users had declined 7%, and that's as of 3 days ago, has declined 7% year over year. So not looking good for the United States monthly active users as of July 27th of 2021. They also say global monthly active users have grown approximately 5% year over year. So that's looking great, right? Remember, international isn't that strong. So for them seeing a decrease in US monthly active users is still bringing this negative, I want to say bearish sense to the company. But they share a little bit more highlight of who are the people they lost. And I think this is what investors should really care about. And I wouldn't be surprised if Pinterest out of nowhere does some form of reversal in the next few days. So here, they say that virtually all the difference between their quarter to monthly active users guidance and the actual monthly active users that they got are attributed to a decline in monthly active users who use Pinterest on the web. So most of the monthly active users that they lost compared to what they guided are people using desktops. And they do say that the people who use the desktop tend to be less engaged and generate less revenue than people who use it mainly on mobiles. And they mentioned that in quarter two, monthly actives on their mobile apps grew in the United States and year over year grew by more than 20% internationally. So the mobile users, the ones that really, really matter for Pinterest, are actually up in the United States. These are the ones who actually give the company revenue, opposed to these who are in the desktop and are probably just looking and don't really do anything. Finally, they do mention that the Gen Z pinners continue to be highly engaged. US monthly active users under the age of 25 grew double digits year over year and show particular strong engagement with our new native content format idea pins. And idea pins is something we're going to take a quick look at. That's something Pinterest is doing to kind of grow their platform. But I want to say, right, so yes, it definitely sucks. I don't want to give it a free pass. It definitely sucks that monthly active users are down. But Pinterest is sharing that, hey, yes, we're down. Unfortunately, that sucks. But the people that left aren't really ones that generate much revenue for us. The people that actually generate revenue for us, that's actually up year over year. And that's the mobile department and that's the Gen Z department. So again, I want to say this 20% drop, yes, I mean, it sucks. Monthly active users is important, but everything in the financials was up, everything. So for them to see a 20.7% decrease is definitely It's definitely, I want to say, an overreaction to what I believe, especially after the company was down 6% before the market closed. I mean, I can't see how this, unless there's something else. And if you guys want, you share in the comments below what's really hitting this stock price. But I want to say this is the reason. If this is the reason, I don't see a drop for the company losing more than a quarter of its total valuation, both in the day, right? Adding adding what happened in the day and adding what happened in the pre-market and aftermarket. All right, so now let's take a quick look at the final thing. And this is how Pinterest is trying to better itself, trying to grow overall. And the first thing is trying to become a better shopping platform. In quarter two, they continue to see momentum in their growing efforts to make Pinterest more shoppable. And they're doing a pretty crazy job about it. I personally don't use Pinterest. I really don't use many online e-commerce at the moment. But the way they're trying to become this huge shopping platform, I think is pretty impressive. One of the ways is they're trying to become form of a content creator website as well. They believe engagement will be increasing, driven by short form video contents by Pinterest creators. So now in Pinterest, you can actually make short videos. And the crazy thing is, during short videos, you can kind of tag. I know a lot of people go to Pinterest for what? To kind of see ideas of what to do around the house, of how to decorate the office, how to decorate anything, how to work around stuff. So what's happening on this, you can make a short video on Pinterest, you can tag items as a content creator, and if someone watches your video and they buy one of those items, guess who makes money? Both Pinterest, both the content creators. So it's definitely a great move, them moving into the content platform and overall increasing that shopping method for Pinterest. The second thing they meant, so first was increasing the overall shopping. The second is becoming more of a content creating platform. The third is just overall becoming a better place of advertisement. And all these things go together. As you become a content creator platform, you get more eyes on the platform. As you become a better shoppable experience, it means more shops come into you, which means an increase in overall advertisement spend. So because of everything they're working is overall helping Pinterest as a business and growing it as an advertisement market. So that's pretty much all I have to share, I believe, in today's episode on Pinterest. We took a look at guidance already. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like always, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the like button, and let me know in the comments, are you planning on buying or selling pins? Me personally, I'm not buying at the moment, but I don't think earnings were as bad to really cause a 20% drop pre-market and a 6% drop yesterday. Unfortunately, fear does kind of add a little bit more fear. So I do believe this is going to be something that's going to be very volatile for the next few days. So take care, guys. Have a good night and peace out.